And welcome everyone to Abraxas Precipice, where we play the Expanse role-playing game. And sometimes we actually do play. Sometimes my power doesn't go out. Sometimes we're not sick. Sometimes the reality lines up in such a way that allows us to actually convene.
Exactly.
It's just been a hell of it's a hell of a month,
year?
man. Hell of a year, hell of a month, yeah.
Yeah,
It's a hell of a lot of
a
things.
hell of a year.
Yeah.
I feel like that's accurate.
It's
like I've just been having a week, but really I've just been having a month, but really it's been
It's
a
a
couple of
life.
months. Honest to God, it's been just a time.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
An era. I'm having an era. Not a good one, though.
I really like this Claire venting. I could go for this. This could be a whole show. This Claire venting.
Claire's losing her mind
I'm
from
into it, man.
anxiety
I'm
and
fucking into it,
everything
man.
else.
Well, yeah, if it makes you feel better, come on here and just let loose.
That sounds good.
All right. Well, we are playing in our phase 6 as the crew is checking in on some stuff after the gates reopened after the Free Navy conflict. But I want to go over and do the quick spiel of stuff. First off, everyone, if you are inclined, you can go find everything about us at that link tree there. That'll show you everything, all our links, all our back episodes, merchandise, social media. If you want to send me hate mail, that's a great place to start. No attention's bad attention, Mike.
Oh, okay.
No attention. I will take. I crave it in all forms, shapes, or sizes. Next up, if you would like to support our stream, there are some great means to do that. There is our Ko-fi and our Patreon. Our Patreon right now, we actually got some new stuff coming up. I just posted the video of our play at OrcaCon. We had the audio up for a while, but we put the video up.
Oh, yay!
I found out Patreon has a limit of how big of a video file you can upload. And that file was way bigger. It was like 4 times the limit. So I had to I had to kind of finagle it into there. Yeah, it's a big file. I thought I didn't realize it was that big. But that's up there now.
That's what she said.
Oh my. And
I'm so sorry.
That's okay. That's okay. We're here. And then we're gonna and then also we have a vote right now which will announce the conclusion of next week on whether or not Scott will play a new character in phase 7. We are letting the public determine Scott's fate. Do we continue with Wyatt as the main crew, or we're not talking about killing him? I want to be clear, we're not talking about killing.
We're gonna have to change all the shirts if we let him die.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's called merchandising. That's what they did in Transformers with the movie.
Oh, okay, I get it.
I gotta change my vote.
You just kill off all the old characters and bring in new ones, and you sell them more merchandise. That's how it works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is America, baby. All right. Oh, and Dirty Panda. We were just talking about you, Dirty Panda. Very cool. But we are doing new art though because I have to age everyone. I have to actually make Myrtle's artwork a 90-year-old woman.
Oh wow.
Yeah, she's
God, I better still be hot. I'm just saying. Gaz has like a white streak in her hair and is just still hot.
Helen Mirren thing going on.
Good God, how old am I gonna be?
Well, you'd be whatever your current age plus about 30. So your character would probably be in like.
Oh, it's a 30-year jump? I thought we were doing like a 10-year jump.
No, that was the game at
Lord.
OrcaCon. That was 15 years. No, this is like 30 years, man. We're going way in the future. But I should mention the life expectancy though is up to like 150 years at that point. So.
Right.
So
then
Lurch,
not Helen Mirren.
I can see him being Lurch. I can see him being that. But I will be doing new art for that though. But yeah, the great way to support us though is our Patreon, and I'm actually going to be doing the updates for the colony, the colony into an organization.
How about like Morticia? You know.
Morticia's a good one. Yeah, I mean Morticia. I'm just saying like Helen Mirren still got it going on, dude. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
I can't wait
No, she's a babe. Don't get me wrong. God, I don't know how to cosplay Gaz that old. I never envisioned her that old.
You know, it's a weird. That's a we're really delayed here, but that's once again this is one of the things about the Expanse I kind of like is you have older characters, and I talk about this with Chris Pramus, the Green Ronin, as like, yeah, I'm a D&D 18-year-old character, I'm the veteran of 2 wars, and I'm like, so the implication is you're a child soldier.
Yeah.
like you were taken from your home at 12 and put into war is what the implication is here. So
I like older characters, don't get me wrong. It's just weird when there's like a time jump and somebody who is like she's like 27 now or something, so
there you go. Yeah, so if you're like 27 you'd be 57. I mean, because Donna I think character started off at like 55, and that's what Donna's actually Donna laughs because her character in the game is actually older than she is now, which she kind of likes. So you have to think about it from her perspective as well. All right.
Yeah, I like that.
And then if you want to get some merch, we have all the merchandise through Cauldron Tower you can snag. But I would be remiss tonight if I did not mention this. Our good friend here, Claire, is undergoing some surgery next week. Is it next week, right?
Yes, it is March 27th. I am having abdominal surgery. It is something that would normally be not that big of a deal for the average person, but I have like fun stuff like a genetic disease and other shit that's going to make it way more complicated recovery-wise than it otherwise would be. So yeah,
there's many ways I've thought of you, Claire, and average is never one of them.
Thanks.
Thank you. And so you can go through her GoFundMe and help her out there. That'll help her get through the recovery or time off, and make sure she gets through it all and everything like that too. Damn near the goal though. Very impressive. I mean, you're almost there.
Yes, thank you guys so much. Like, I'm a freelancer for GameSpot, so that means no PTO. And we're not sure how long I'm gonna need off to recover. So hopefully no longer than like a week or two, but yeah, there is no PTO in the world that I live in, so if I could have a little help, I would greatly appreciate it. There's also an Amazon wish list for crap they want me to get for after surgery, if you would prefer to contribute that way. And if you can't do that, then just posting it, retweeting it, whatever, is just as helpful. So thank you guys so much. Taki Baratna.
And you can find all of us on social media through those links there too. That's all our individual respective social medias. They may be those are the respective social medias, but they does not mean they are respectable. Scott's gets a little hot heavy once in a while.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what you're gonna see.
So that's what keeps me looking.
That's what keeps you looking, baby.
Me looking.
Yeah. Keep me coming back. He's a salesman, dude. He's a businessman himself. He's a proprietor.
Yep.
All right, guys. Well, we're gonna go do our opening sequence, opening credits, and then we'll be right back playing Abraxas Precipice. And see you all in a few. All right. Last we left off, the crew was still in the Nod system, exploring, looking for survivors after the gates have reopened, with no response back from the planet, any of the ships in the system. What you've discovered is that the satellite network around the planet, the main planet Tesoro Rosso, still operates. And so they have two ships in orbit. One is a cargo ship and one is a science ship. You explored the science ship, no survivors, no responses from the no replies from the surface. Just a series of messages you found, older messages inviting people to come down to the surface. And rather, how would you describe that, Scott?
Just absolute terrifying. It's like
Creepy.
A child telling you to follow them in the middle of the woods. Yeah, you just don't do it.
It sounded like someone trying to invite you into a nice warm bath. Hey, come on in the pool. It's nice. Come on, get the spa. It's nice, right? And you're just like,
the water's fine.
The water's fine. It's great, guys. But the crew has decided to go and check out the other ship in the that's also in orbit as well, the Zoospis. This is a cargo ship. It's much bigger than the science ship, and unlike the science ship, though, it does have external visible damage and the like. But your captain, Myrtle, pilots you in. You guys are on the approach.
What does that damage look like on the outside? I'm sorry.
All right. Give me a technology test as Wyatt attempts to use the system, the scanner, and you get an extra +2 to this because on top of your intelligence, because the ship is
good because I don't have any technology skills.
It's the ship's intelligence. Just kidding.
Wyatt is the incarnation of the phrase: "If you're going to be dumb, you got to be tough."
Pretty dumb. I'm not tough actually at all. 13.
Okay, fucking unkillable is what your character is, but yeah.
Yeah,
that's-
unkillable.
Unkillable. 13, you said?
Yeah, 13.
You take a look at it and you get back some basic readings. It looks like most of the damage is not like major, like nothing. Like you're looking at the ship and you're like, man, this ship could fly, no problem. But a lot of the damage is from. It looks like it comes from the inside going out, and it's more of like small bullet holes. Like at the biggest, there's nothing like ripped open. It doesn't look like an asteroid or a torpedo. They're not big enough for PDC rounds. It's more of like small arms fire.
Well, that's
Maybe a shotgun blast, like point blank at the biggest.
Yeah, inside out or outside?
It's from the inside to the out. Yeah.
Yeah. What's
I guess just be ready. I doubt there's anybody in here, but we should definitely be ready for anything.
Or maybe one crazy Koyo hold up who's doing all that, you know?
That's very true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, you guys are kind of like at a distance here. What kind of approach do you want to do to get there?
Is there a visible opening, like on damage outside of it, or to enter, or are we thinking like normal docking?
You can go through the airlock. You are pretty sure the cargo bay is depressurized though, based on the where the holes are. There's that. You could find one of the other airlocks. There's other entrances, but it does have like a cargo hold. I mean, like it has like big doors. If you want to bring in some cool stuff, it wouldn't be too hard to do all that.
Okay.
Yeah.
What looks to be the easiest and just the easiest way to get in there without being
crazy about or getting too wild
not
about
the
it?
safest, just the easiest.
the easiest.
Yeah,
We're not looking
yeah.
for safety today.
Yeah, no.
It would be.
Cap's busy.
I mean,
we'll take
like
care of
the standard way you would do it is just like go up and do a docking procedure, put up the umbilical, and go up to the side. If you're just moving
Yeah.
people, if you want to move cargo or bigger things in and out, you go up to the cargo bay and have them open. You go inside, or have them open that up and then get into it. This ship though could. You're pretty sure with the cargo hold it has, you could fit the Sinclair into it if you wanted to. I will say that.
Wow.
we need to be able to get out of here fast if something like goes really crazy, because you just never know.
Mm.
So maybe having the ship in the cargo ready to take off would be, I don't know.
Yeah, that's a good idea, because then also it'll probably be easier if we had to move. You know, if we find anything, we can just pop it in the ship. You know.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd say we'll do it that way. We'll try to get in the.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
That way, if we need any equipment, it's on ship anyways.
So I'm
inside.
hearing which way to go in was the airlock or the cargo bay.
Cargo bay.
Cargo.
We're gonna park the whole ship in.
Well, you have to open the cargo bay first. So you have to get into the side of the ship first.
We'll have to get this. Yeah.
Oh
or
yeah,
try
of
to do
course.
the
Of course.
hack into it would be another. You could try to hack into it, try to override it, but that's another option too. So there's a lot of options here.
We could see if Gaz could do it.
You want to ask
Yeah, I
Gaz?
was gonna say.
I
Yeah,
don't
maybe
have
Gaz
that
could
kind of brain.
hack into it. I don't know. Yeah, I was just gonna blow the door open.
Just shoot it open.
That'll work too.
Yeah, is that your solution to everything? Yes, it is.
One way to do it, yeah.
Okay. All right. So what's so you want Gaz to hack it or try to like? Okay.
Yeah.
So
I'm happy to, yeah.
you would
Yeah,
need
see if
Gaz, you would need to like probably go off and go to the exterior of the ship and like interface with it directly.
Okay.
You know what? Can I accompany just to like be extra? You know, in case.
Yeah, I
you
was
wanna-
gonna say, how about we don't split up in this
Yeah.
horror movie-esque
Okay.
type of situation?
Yeah, I mean this
that
is
may be the wisest thing.
Waxer. This is like spider mech job, like spider mech work.
Yeah,
So it'd be really
yeah,
easy to bring the
yeah.
spider mech over. Okay.
Okay.
So you guys go and get the spider mech and you put it on and you deploy up. You guys all suit up, no problem. Are you? Is anyone wearing anything specific? Is anyone want to wear like armor or bring weapons with them, or what kind of stuff do you want to bring?
I'm definitely
Besides
bringing
pistols?
weapons wherever I go.
Yeah, Gaz definitely has her pistol, her taser, her boom boom, and if there is some
explosives.
sort of light armor or something she could
There's
wear.
like riot gear. It's like riot armor, kind of. It's a little heavier.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So you put riot armor. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, I mean,
Wax.
definitely.
Okay, so you
Yeah,
guys all suit up.
armor. Yeah,
So you put armor over your suits and everything. Okay. So you guys are all armored up. You get lids on. You come out the ship, and you start. You get the spider mech. You guys just want to like. Well, it's just basically just latch on with like a rope, and you get drug along from the spider mech. Waxer, you get over there. It's pretty easy to get on. This thing's, you can't miss it. Like, you guys are so close. The spider mech will automatic. You can get there. You get to the side, and you can see like the panel. You've seen these a dozen times. It's a pretty common panel. It's a way to like get the cargo bay to open from the outside, kind of overrides and everything. So you a sick gas on it, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
It looks
Sick
clear.
Gas on it.
Sick gas on it.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
Hack away.
Go get them. All right. So, guys, you're up. So,
All right. Technology.
yeah, this would be a technology hacking check. Yeah.
All right. That's a +7 to technology, so let's
Pretty
see.
good.
Dang.
It's pretty good.
Nice.
Ooh. Okay, I got a 6, a 5, and a 1. The 6 is on the drama die.
Okay, very nice.
+7.
That'll do it quite. It's just a 19 overall, no problem with the 6 on the drama die. Great. So you go up to the thing. The cargo bay is pretty straightforward. Like, you've seen these a dozen times. Waxer, you've seen these a dozen times. It's nothing special. The cargo bay doors open up. They're pretty large. Like, you can fit in, it's basically meant, like, you could probably fit, like, four cargo containers side by side into just the opening of this. So the whole, it's a big opening.
Yeah.
As you do, you can clearly see that all the indicators, guys, there's no atmosphere inside, so you're not going to, suffocate a bunch of people suddenly.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. But you do get through, and it opens up here, and you wait for the whole thing to open up. Do you want to wait for the doors to fully open before you go in, or do you want to like just take a rush at it?
I mean, I see no reason not to wait till the doors fully open, just in case they snap shut and terrible things happen. Yeah, I guess I would wait till they're fully open, or at least done moving.
Okay. Takes a few seconds. You guys wait. The doors open up. You hear the clicks, the locks. It comes up with the little like, green light saying it's safe now and everything. You can see the display.
Okay.
But there it is. It's now the cargo bays of the auspice is open. Inside, you can see kind of, like your lights kind of pick up. The spider mech's got some lamps on it. You kind of glare them in. And you can see that it is definitely like a lot of cargo containers in here. They're not like disturbed. They're all like organized and everything. It looks like a lot of them are empty though. You can see a lot have they're opened up, but there's nothing in them. Like they're just used cargo containers. But none of them look like they're damaged or jostled, or it actually looks pretty organized.
Okay. Interesting.
But they're empty. So that really doesn't.
Some are empty.
Yeah.
Some are
empty.
Okay. I was about to say, can I open them, or yeah?
Oh, yeah,
Or was there like a cargo list even?
You'd imagine there would be, yeah, somewhere like in like the office there or something like that. That'd be, you'd have to go in for that. But they're not all empty. Like some are opened up and empty, and some are sealed up. They could have stuff in them. They could be empty. It's unclear at this point. But yeah, you're.
Is there any way that I could like either find or hack my way into the ship's manifest and find out what they were carrying without having to blow open or pry open or whatever the fuck, so that we can find out whether it's just 500,000 bottles of mouthwash or something we can actually use.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh God.
But no, no, that's pretty easy to do. So Waxer, you were mentioning that too. You want to go find the manifest and everything. You guys go over to like this side panel here. You've seen these a dozen times. Waxer, Gaz working in the belt. This is the standard operating procedure stuff. You go up. It's in pretty good shape. It turns on, no problem. It looks like you do notice that like the ship is operating on battery power. So, but the lights do come on as you come in the ship. Like they're automatic lights. They're not. It's not like bright, but it's like it lights up your area where you're at. Does that make sense? Like it's not gonna like they're gonna follow you around. But yeah, you come up to the manifest here, and you're it loads up and it tells you the name of the ship, the Zoospice, and it tells you like you can see like kind of a list of all the different cargo containers. And they line up. It looks like it matches the list, but if you want to get into it, you can either hack it, you can try to override it. What do you want? Who wants to take a shot at this?
Oh,
I'm happy to.
Let Gaz do it?
Yeah, I feel like the +7 to technology is a good idea here. All right.
I'll just be like, yeah, Gaz, can you get into this? Yeah, the manifesto.
Okay,
or something.
I got another 1, a 4, and a 6, and the 6 is on the drama die again,
Very nice. So
and then
17.
+7.
Nice.
That'll do nicely. So 17, 6 on the drama die. This thing opens up pretty quick. Call it hacking's kind of an overstatement. It's more of just like knowing how to open it up and everything. You know, it's like when you go to your grandparents' house and you do something, they think you're a super hacker. It's like that.
Yeah, you're like, I just took all the viruses off your web or your computer, but yeah.
I just told the blue gorilla what's not your social security number. But you open it up, and yeah, it's a manifest. Anyone who's welcome to dig through it. Do you guys want to get a general idea of it? Like, do you want like specifics?
I mean, yeah, I would love to find out what's in the cargo containers, if that's a possibility.
So it goes through and
anything else that stands out or would be odd or useful for us.
It mentions that a lot of the cargo containers here are just basically like supplies. Some of them are like basically mixed for like concrete. Some of them are like tools. It mentions there's some loaders in here, stuff like that. Others, even spider mechs. It's what you would expect to see on a cargo ship, but a lot of it looks like it's geared towards basically bringing these things down to the surface to like expand the colony. But right now they're just kind of storing them up here, and which makes sense because it's a lot easier just to put something up here anywhere on the planet than to put it on the planet than move it on the planet. It's a lot heavier, obviously. But yeah, it's like construction materials. There are the empty ones though. It looks like some of them, if you kind of go back through the manifest, it's indicating that some of them had like science gear on them at points. A lot of like what's it called? Farming gear. And you know they were trying to do farming on the surface, so it seems like a lot of it kind of lines up. There was some substrate, but I mean, going through it, it looks like what you would need to build a colony.
Which we could use this for base and save and easily,
Very useful.
Or any of the other colonies we may get sent to check out too that might need it. Does this like manifest show when the last thing went down planet side?
Yeah, it shows. You look at the cargo stuff, and there's some stuff on there that went down that's not cargo. It does reference some like movement of like the shuttles they have. It shows that they have the shuttle movement, which usually you load the cargo onto the shuttle, and the shuttle goes down, brings it, and goes back up, and everything like that. It does show that the last shuttle that went down did not have. It was only passengers. It wasn't any materials. Nothing else left.
Okay. Does it say how many passengers went down?
Yeah.
It lists. You roll for a number real quick here.
Oh, we should look at the armory too.
List 10.
I want to know. 10.
Yeah.
10.
Does it list like weapon inventory? Because we know the shotgun blast. I'm just kind of curious. Yeah.
That would be another part of it. This is just the inventory for the cargo bay. So this is not like the armory. You're not going to know how many more like days of water or food they have on board. It's just what's in the cargo bay.
Okay. I'm trying to think. All right.
I mean, there is a bridge. Right. There is like med bay. There's like all kinds of stuff. It's a pretty big ship.
Well, I say we start exploring a little more in depth of the ship. I mean, we could sit here and discuss all kinds of stuff, what's gone in and out, but if there's somebody on the ship, we really need to find them just so we can find out what the hell's going on.
Yeah.
And we got a lot of stuff. Yeah, we got to make sure it's clear, no survivors or no survivors. And then we can get all this.
There's not going to be any survivors.
That's our motto. And then we're going to take all their shit. Yeah.
Okay.
Like a plan.
Okay. All right. So, the cargo bay is pretty nice though because you can easily get access into like the main tubes of the ship, and you can even like use the consoles in here to get some reports of the ship if you want to find out some more information.
Yeah, if we can get like more in depth of what we know, what could possibly be in the ship right now, or if there's anything that could be useful. Yeah.
Let me ask you this: what is something about the ship Wyatt would want to know?
I would like to know if there's any security systems on board, or like video feeds.
Okay. You kind of take a look through it real quick, and it looks like there is some video systems on here, probably security systems. It looks like most of them are watching the cargo bay for the most part. A lot of like, it's not even so much security; it's more of just like making sure people aren't fucking around type stuff. Mm-hmm. But you do see that there's like a big, deep set of like cameras in here. There are some cameras in the There's other cameras on it, but this is not the place to. This is pretty much just the cargo bay operational center. Like you can't access without really elaborate high-end hacking.
No, I'll just wait till we can get inside. Maybe we can get to it easier. And if it was something I could get to here and now before we went in, that would have been awesome.
Okay.
All right, you guys want
to? So that was what you want to know. Let me ask Waxer. What's something you wanted to find out at this point? So I'm hearing get security feeds, camera feeds.
Since Waxer's worked on a lot of cargo and this kind of thing, like in that environment.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, is there anything that I haven't sort of already kind of thought about, or any other way to get information that might be something that a ship might not always just.
You do recall from your time on the science ship that this was part of a science. This ship went along with part of a science expedition to help bring stuff around. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Whether or not it brought stuff back is a different story. That's unclear. If it came back on the science ship or came back on this ship.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna make a note of that. Potentially we could be looking for something that on the ship that we did not find on the other one.
Oh, okay. Give me one more check. Mike, give me a make an intelligence check. I'll give you a +3 on this because you're in the union.
Yeah.
I do that union check.
Yeah, union.
We're gonna see if Waxer pays dues.
I got a 10. I got a 10.
Rights.
I got a 10.
You got 10? Okay.
Yeah, expired.
Yeah. It's expired, yeah. Well, let's go blow fortune.
Let's see, I got a 1 on the drama die though.
Okay. If you want to push it to like a 13, I'd give it to you.
13? Okay, let's do it. Okay. So I gotta turn that into
a 4?
4? Okay. So
that's 8 points. Okay. All right. Turn goes up.
Okay.
So, basically, how big their colony is down. You've seen like a picture of the colony from space here. There is no way they brought all of that on this one ship. There should be either another ship or the ship's made multiple trips or something like that. But making multiple trips is like years and years and years. They didn't have that much time.
Okay.
So how do they have basically like it's just like there has to be something else brought stuff here or left or something had to happen.
And there's no mention, like there's not a log of like an incoming log, like an exporting item log of like something that would bring it in.
Not on this ship. You could certainly, if you get into like the flight records, you might be able to find more. But this is just the cargo bay alone. Like that's all you're gonna know what was on this ship. Yeah.
I'm gonna mention it just to everybody, so when we make our way up there, this is something we should look at. Yeah, something is either bring it in, or there's another ship it's in operation that they're not listing or we don't know yet about.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Gaz, is there anything you want to find out or know about? You'd want to know more about?
I'm pretty satisfied with like having gotten a hold of the manifest, but if there's anything anybody else would like to know that I could get with my +7 hacking, now is speak now or forever hold your peace.
Checking routing numbers, social security. No, I was kidding.
The only other thing I'll give you guys this because Wyatt was asked about weapons armory. There is an armory on board. You do know that, and Waxer, you know where an armory on board would be because you've been in ships like this a dozen times.
Yeah, and Gaz would love to aid in unlocking that if any help was needed.
Review?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
any missiles on board? Any missiles?
This ship does not have torpedo tubes. That I can tell you. It has rockbuster cannons, but no PDC network.
Okay.
So it's not that advanced of a cargo ship that it has like the automatic weapons. It's more of like you have to line up and bust a rock to get it out. But it's an older Martian cargo ship. It's probably been in service for like 40, 50 years. All right. So where do you guys want to head? Like where in the ship? You guys are like in the dead center of the ship. Like you have a lot of places you can go from the cargo bay. That gives you a lot of access.
I mean, if it's up to me, or if it was up to me, I would like to go find out like strictly straight, quickly as we can to the bridge or whatever.
Yeah, flight deck. I was thinking the same. Yeah.
All right.
I can tell us what's going on.
Because that's where I would get the information on potentially who else, what other ship is, bringing in stuff.
Mm-hmm. So you get on the, you guys start making your way through the ship here. Open up the doors. The doors open up easily. It's not a lockdown. This is quite the opposite of the science ship where everything was locked down. Security on this ship seems a lot more relaxed. is your initial impression of Wyatt. You start moving through, get up into like the main tunnels of the ship. The main tunnel is kind of a throughway. As you do, you do know that you're not near where you saw the damage to the ship. It's not damage in this area. It's more towards where the bridge is, and where like you would think like things like the what are they called? The crew quarters, galley, stuff like that. Gym would be so much more the living area of the ship.
Okay.
So these guys start moving. It takes a little while. Do you guys want to mag boot through? Do you want to like just like drift through? And I will say this, Waxer, the hallways are big enough. You can bring the spider mech with you.
Okay, cool.
All right. So you bring the spider mech with you. Okay.
Yeah.
For those of what's that?
Oh,
yeah.
I was gonna say, what's the easiest way for Wyatt to accomplish getting up there without getting hurt?
I mean, mag boots is easy. Mag boots is easy.
I don't have mag boots. I don't have.
I was gonna say otherwise it's free falling, right?
Yeah, you're kind of pushing off.
I fall really well, but
the spider mech does have thrusters, or you can use your thruster packs too. So there's that if you want to float. But
nice.
Yeah, for those that don't know, the spider mech's basically just it straps on the back, and it's 4 arms that he can use to pick up
can I
stuff.
just drag Wyatt?
Yeah, he can latch on like those little kids in the mall where they have them on a leash and shit. Yeah.
Yeah. I want to
put your child on a leash. Go to the mall.
Keep you safe, Wyatt.
For those of us that remember the '90s, that was a big thing.
Yeah. Because that way I could just bring you along and then let you go if some shit happens.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. Yeah.
So you start moving through with the spider mech. It's complete 0G. You start moving through here. You're coming up to kind of like a cross section of it here, where basically there's utility and facilities on both sides. So it's kind of like there's a spine to the ship, and then there's like a left part of it and a right part of it. So like you can go check those out if you want to see like what's going on in there and the like. Is there like how do you want to kind of do this? And normally there'd be an elevator going up and down through this section here.
Yeah, what do you think? What do you think?
Which?
I mean, do we scan the ship for like there are people any survive like?
Well, there is no scanning for life forms in the Expanse.
Right. Damn it.
You do know that the as far as heat goes, you didn't get any like heat signatures besides what you're guessing were like backup systems and kind of stuff on. You do know that the reactor's offline, or it's either turned off or trashed or God knows what status the reactor has.
That's encouraging.
Yeah,
which direction? If we want to kind of be in the direction of those bullet holes, maybe that direction, and kind of see if we could see what's going on with that too.
Yeah, you want to go for one of the bullet holes?
Yeah, I would like to see if it looked like there's a scuffle in your area around.
All right. You approach up into one of the sections that's kind of furthest to like the middle of the ship where the cargo bay is, right? And you come up to this section, and it's labeled like med bay. It's a medical. It's one of the med bays, which makes sense of being kind of close to the cargo bay. 'Cause that's where people tend to get injured. But yeah, you come to the med bay. The door does not look locked. You can see it has the green lights on it. It's ready to open up. If you go and push the button, it'll open right up. And it's saying like the lights are all kind of flashing with the depressurized. The ship is depressurized. At least this part is.
Yeah. I guess I'll open it cautiously if possible, because you just never know what's going to be behind the door.
You go up to the thing and you push the button to open the door, and the door opens up. Okay. Inside you can see the med bay. You can see several tables. It's not the best setup. It works. It'll do the trick. Treat basic injuries. It's not an auto dock or anything like that. And you can see that this room has a bit of stuff floating in it. It's not liquid. It's more of like flakes of stuff in the air. It's not though, but it has some coloration to it. It's not like that kind of ash that you saw on the other ship.
Okay, that's what I was going to ask. Is there any way I can try to collect a sample of that for somebody?
Yeah, you can go up and try to put some on your glove or like put it in a bag or something like that if you want to.
Yeah.
Okay.
Put it in a little baggie.
Okay. You as you do this, you can see that there is like a lot of dismay in here. It looks like there was a big scuffle in here, like a really, really big scuffle. There's stuff it's hard to see through like all this crap in the air, but but you can see there's like occasionally like bags of stuff kind of floating through the air, some canisters. It looks like a tray is kind of floating through the air, but there are no bodies.
Huh. And there's, do we see the physical holes that went out of the ship?
It's hard to see because it's not like there's sunlight coming through them. Like you'd have to go and you have to go through all this crap to double check them. I know, I'm making it hard.
I wouldn't think there'd be a big enough hole to have the bodies for it to be.
No, none of the holes were big enough for a person. I mean,
okay.
Unless you really, really like, they'd probably be dead before you come through the hole type situation. Like, yeah, you'd have to.
How encouraging.
What was that, Claire?
I said, how encouraging. Oh, okay. They'll probably be dead.
At least you're honest. Is there anything we could have Gaz like hack for the med bay to just show us a little bit of like any info, recent patient, or someone getting treated for injury?
It does have, it's like in standby mode. You could probably turn it on pretty easily.
Okay.
You want to come over there?
Wow.
Claire,
wow, how'd you do that?
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely.
So
I'll roll for it if I need
to. You kind of get in the thing. Wyatt, you're kind of going through the room. The spider mech will not fit through the door. I will say that. You have to take it off. It's too big. You're too wide. But Gaz, you go up to the console, messing with it. Wyatt, you start kind of trying to get through the crap to see what the holes look like and everything. Why don't we have, who's going to do it first? It's going to be Wyatt. Wyatt, you go up to the holes first. Yeah, you go to them and you look at them. I mean, you've seen holes like this before. They're bullet holes.
They're what holes?
Bullet holes.
Bullet holes.
Oh, okay, that's not what I heard.
Yeah, they're bullet holes. So they're like, it looks like kind of like shots. It looks like shots, and it looks like they went from inside out. You're guessing probably about you're probably thinking maybe 3 to 4 dozen shots went through the hole here. Someone like lit this room up.
Good lord.
Gaz, if you can hack into one of those computers over there, see if you can get into the video feed of maybe what happened here. Because it was there's been a lot of bullet fire.
Okay, so I'm hearing Gaz wants to go and start looking at the video feed, and there is like cameras on this room if you want to take a look. Okay. So Gaz,
absolutely.
You open up the computer real quick. It's asking like, basically input patient information, but you're like, that's bullshit. I want to get through it. Make a hacking check and see if you can get through this one.
All right. Is that just technology?
Yeah, technology.
Okay.
Or security.
All right.
But technology's good.
I got a 5, a 6, and a 1. The 5 is
12.
5 is the drama.
12 is a 19.
Plus 7.
That'll do it. So you go up and you take a second here and you start pulling through. The video, like, it looks like you're trying to pull the video footage from like a long time ago. It looks like the computer clears itself out ever so often, or it's been set to do that. If they had video footage, it's been deleted, at least locally, unless it's in like the computer. Usually the ships have like a data core where they keep stuff long term, but anything on this system it's been forgotten. And you kind of like watch the feed for like the last. It basically keeps like the last like 30 days of the feed. There's no activity in here for the last 30 days until you guys came in.
Womp womp.
Been
mystery
for a while. Yeah.
Mystery deepens.
Was it deleted? No,
that said, Gaz, though, you could try to access like medical records to see what was going on in here.
That's an idea I'm all about. Yeah.
All right. I'll give you
let's
that
look
one.
at people's private medical records.
Exactly.
Yeah, violating HIPAA. That's what I'm about, man.
I'm really.
Or in space.
Yeah.
My interest in privacy is more about the invasion of it. All right.
What information I could get? Yeah.
So Gaz, you go up and you go ahead and you kind of hack into it. It doesn't take you much time, and you pull up some medical records, and it looks like there was a series of kind of issues a few years back, kind of matching up not too far off of the dates the science ship started having issues, and it looks like some people reported being like sick, like a lot of fatigue was coming in.
That's not good.
And it was like a few dozen people on the ship, so not just like 1 or 2 people, quite a few. But they're reporting a lot of fatigue, like thirst, like dehydration. I mean, stuff like that. Like really, like kind of symptoms that just seem kind of commonplace. But it was a lot of people simultaneously.
Yikes on trikes.
Was there samples? Gaz, do you see anything about samples or testing or where? Like,
yeah. Do I see anything about samples?
Okay. You pull up some older you pull up some information, and it looks like basically the doctors were like, yeah, we're going to administer fluids. We're going to do all these things here. They go through, you pull up one of the patient's records, and basically it says like, hey, we administered fluids. We're trying to give them food. It says a lot of the patients did not really care for food too much. Like they found food kind of they couldn't keep it down, and a lot of them even started like rejecting it. Water didn't seem to help much, but one doctor does say that like what's that called? What's the oximeter? It measures oxygen in the blood.
Yeah, the oximeter.
Yeah, oximeter. It says that they do kind of have measurements of an oximeter, and it's telling you, they were saying like they were having low blood oxygen. And so they tried to like administer like oxygen to the people. They said they had some positive results with that at least.
Okay. When did it say when it started? When the first case started?
It goes back like a few years back. As the ship's been floating for a few years. And it goes back and lines up much with like how the science ship, there was talk of like some sort of mission or something like that. And it seems to line up with that time frame.
Did the crew have fish? I'm just kidding. Did they all have the same dinner?
They ate space fish. They ate space fish.
Interesting. Well, I mean, that's all pointing at something. I mean,
Well, there's your problem. I mean,
they ordered the fish.
The space
seems
fish,
like that's
man.
definitely the fate with the science ship and the cargo ship. Maybe they were interacting, those two ships.
Yeah,
right.
I mean, most
crew-wise or something. I mean, oh yeah, does it say that like some of this crew is from that ship or?
The one on here is saying that they're all from this ship. You give me a technology test as you try to sift through it there, Waxer.
I mean, can I ask Gaz to?
You want to ask Gaz to do it?
Yeah,
all right, Gaz. He's asking you to find him information about if everyone was from this ship or not.
All right, technology test.
Yeah, all technology all day. We're hacking away.
Right.
Yeah.
Hacking and whacking.
Hacking away.
Chopping that meat.
I got a 5, a 4, and a 4.
Oh,
plus
that's
a
13.
7.
Okay, pretty
4
good.
on the drama
Very nice.
die.
That'll work well. So yeah, you actually find that like one of the people, they actually, some of the people got sick, and one of them had kind of an advanced case, and the science vessel actually like asked them to come to send them over.
Ask them to send that person to the science vessel.
Yeah, the science vessel said we'll take a shot at it. We'll do our best here. That's the science ship, the observing entity.
Why, XO? Did you remember? Did you find anything at the science ship that, like, I mean, do you remember anything that would tie it?
I remember them having a very sick patient, but I don't know if it correlates with this one or not. And I think we should really start changing the way we're looking at this as a rescue mission and start looking at it as like a hazmat situation that we need to be super careful with everything we're around.
I mean, maybe and don't bring anything to the ship yet until we scrub it down and
I just dropped that bag you had. I don't need that.
Yeah, and
because I mean, interesting. Yeah.
Waxer as they're kind of messing around with the computer, like positing it here, trying to find how to play Tetris or whatever it is. You start looking at like the stuff in the air, and you realize a lot of it is like caked up blood.
Oh, lovely.
That's what I was kind of thinking it was.
Yeah, it's like flaked out and everything.
That.
And you kind of see that there's like they have like blood bags here, and you're realizing like a few of these things are like burst blood bags.
Oh, fun.
Ew.
And one of them does, like, you do get one, and you're pretty sure that there's a bullet hole through the blood bag.
Oh.
It could happen during the fight. Like, whatever happened.
Yeah, someone lit this room up. Like, someone has opened the door. And you can tell the shot came from the door. Like, someone opened the door and held the trigger down until it click.
I mean, I'm curious when the patient 0 went to the science ship, how soon after that people started getting symptomatic on the cargo ship, like the first check-in after that patient 0 was sent.
That's a good question.
Yeah.
This is a fine question.
Yeah, there's so much, I don't know. There's a lot here.
I'm just trying to process and eliminate, like, okay, so either the patient sick guy wasn't fully quarantined, or whatever he had was able to, or that person had was able to get past that when they transferred that person.
It did seem on the record though that like basically the signed ship's claim was they had better facilities. This is not a top of the line, nor was it ever a top of the line facility. This is like a cargo ship's.
So that short time, one person sick in the cargo ship. Where they're staying in the bunks could have gotten their bunkmate and just spread before they even knew.
Yeah.
Right. And then maybe one person knew and was trying to kill them all or something. But we didn't see any bodies either, right?
Not yet. No, you haven't seen any bodies.
No. Not yet.
Okay.
At this point, I just want to get us quickly to the bridge or whatever, where we can get to commands.
All right.
Yeah, where the bodies aren't.
Okay. So you start heading through this kind of main hallway, this kind of elevator system, and as you guys are floating through, and once again, it's just like easy to breeze, no gravity, so it's just easy to breeze through it with the spider mech. And you come up to the area that is like the flight deck / bridge at the very tippy top of the ship here. And there's like some sections that say sensor array, stuff like that. Some utility sections here.
I'm definitely going to want to come back and look at things probably, but I really want to solve a little more of this mystery than we have.
Not beyond the ship long. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
The bridge is you come to it and it is sealed. Like you can see the door is sealed. And it doesn't have a green light on it. It looks like it's probably locked more likely.
Gaz, if Gaz can't hack it, I will blowtorch the shit out of this thing. But
the spider mech does have abilities to not rip a door like this open, but it can get through it. You can also do security overrides. There's a security or hacking can work here, to be honest.
Probably better first in case we have to close it.
Yeah.
This is true. Yeah. Once you welding it shut a little bit harder than just hit the close button. Okay. Gaz, this one's gonna be harder. This is gonna be a hard check. So you got another hacking test.
All right.
You're gonna earn your keep today.
You gotta.
Good God.
You're doing great. You're doing great.
Yeah, you're rolling low. Your rolls like 14. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
I've been rolling a lot of ones though. So.
That's all right.
Ooh, okay. I got 2 5s and a 4.
Okay,
Hell
plus
yeah.
10 plus 7, 21. Okay.
And
Nice.
then, drama die is a 5.
Very nice. Very nice.
Really good. Yeah.
You go up and the door whips right open pretty easily. Not really a hard thing to do. When it does, it opens up into this bridge, and there's it's just an empty bridge. You don't see bodies, anything in the air really. It does seem like it has. Oh, let me rephrase actually one thing. Let me actually ask you this, guys. When you go to open it, it comes back telling you that the bridge is pressurized. That there's oxygen in there. Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
So someone could be alive in there or anything like that, but or it could have been left that way.
Alive or ready to kill us.
And it does have a way to open up, so it's kind of like a cycle, so it doesn't just depressurize.
Wow.
It's set to be
But
secured.
remember the record said that the people who were not feeling well had low oxygen, right?
Yeah.
So if there is someone alive on the other side, we can assume it's a non-infected person.
I think so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, we'll do it the whole safe way instead of just blowing out all the air.
You guys cycle it through. Wax, you're gonna leave the spider mech outside. It's not big enough for the spider mech.
Yeah, I guess I will.
You get the spider mech off, and you take a step in. It begins to cycle. The cycle goes through no problem, and the room opens up into a pressurized bridge. There's no one in the room. There's no one in it. You don't see anyone in the chairs. Nothing's floating around. It actually looks like pretty clean, all things considered. You don't see any bullet holes anywhere. I mean, I'm not gonna tell you it's not perfectly clean, but it's
kind of eerie.
Yeah. I mean, there's stuff that has rust and just crap on it from being old, but it's not.
I mean, it's just straight access to stuff we need, like the ship interactions, like cargo interactions. Receiving any equipment, the armory shit, whatever XO had too.
Okay.
Right, XO, you were looking for other stuff too, right, Scott?
I would like to just find out if we can any transmissions between this ship and the planet, any of that kind of same stuff.
Okay, so I'm hearing comms information.
Yeah.
What else am I hearing?
Any way that
Yeah, I want to know the ship. I guess that's comms, right? Just finding out who received shipments. Yeah, who's getting.
if there's any video files on this side.
Yeah, you could.
Yeah.
You know the data core's in there, and that could be a little hard to hack into, but it is a possibility.
Might be worth it just to see what
I
happened.
mean, Gaz been able to hack into everything, so she got it.
Yeah.
All right. You go up to the comm buffer and you pull the comms, and you can see that like it's takes you a second to like kind of figure it out here. Make a security test, Wyatt. The security.
Let's see, that's 13 plus 4, so 17.
17, pretty okay. So you
Double
go to
5.
it and you pull up the comms here. Yeah, you get. I'll let you use some extra stump points for this. It looks like there's a shit ton of incoming messages over the last year, much like on the other ship.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like kind of you're pretty sure that the same set of messages that they were getting, but then you do find there's some like outgoing messages if you once you scroll past all that shit here, and there's some messages to the science ship. There's a whole bunch of messages.
Yeah, I want to get past this shit to the good stuff and listen to it.
And it's all that like creepy stuff about like, hey, come on down. You guys
I
really,
get goosebumps.
like, all that stuff. It's like it must be really lonely up there. Maybe you should come down the planet and get some sunlight. I mean, stuff like that. It's bizarre, almost mocking. You go back and you find that like the ship was talking to the science ship. You kind of only get like a little bit of the conversation though, and it's basically saying like we're under like this. Basically, this ship's telling the science ship, yeah, we're going into quarantine. There's like mentions of containment. Some people's names get mentioned as being like they're trying to date them and they can't. There's a whole bunch of stuff here. They talk about some parts of the ship are being depressurized. There's a whole like section of panic on this ship going outwards toward the science ship, and then there's a whole bunch of intake messages. Once you get past the creepy messages, there's also a bunch of messages coming from the surface that were like kind of like emergency. Is anyone up there? Like, come, we need help, whatever, all that kind of stuff here too.
Okay.
I don't know what the hell is going on, but this is weird. I mean, that's the best way to put this. It's weird.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
What was the last transmit? Like, how long ago was the last transmission that was like a back and forth exchange?
It looks like the last back and forth exchange was it goes back a few years, kind of between when like the creepy messages began and then the whatever kind of stuff they were doing with the science ship was going on. And it basically like you kind of dig through those and you get like a quick summary. Unless you want to sit here for like days and go through them all, because a lot of them. But it's basically saying that like, hey, we got some people that are sick up here. We're gonna check on them and make sure they're okay before we send them down the well. We're not sure what's going on with them. A lot of like they talk about the symptoms and everything. We're not sure why they feel this way. It's a lot of stuff like that. And they're like, but we, the mission's still going. We're hopefully like basically there's stuff talking about like we will get like the materials down to the surface. That's not a problem. So it seems like they were doing their mission. Their mission went fine, but then something spiraled out of control.
And what was like? Did they go? I'm trying to think. Like, did they go anywhere exploring like planet side? Like,
yeah, you want to pull flight logs?
Yeah, because I feel like they
be a little deeper. That's a little bit deeper. All right, I would need.
They interacted with something, right?
Did you say there might have been another ship too? Maybe they.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a record of it on here in this stuff that we can see where it may have gone.
We're like,
came back.
Gaz, we know we're looking for asking you to look a lot, but we see if we can get deeper into this and find the flight log. And
basically, we're dumb.
Yeah.
we need you to do stuff for us.
My finger's too big for the keyboard.
Do my homework.
Happy to be of use.
All right, give me another hacking test here for Gaz.
All right. Oh God. Okay, that
because
I dropped one. That does not count.
All right.
All right.
Yes.
All right. 4, 4, 3, and 7. One of the 4s is the drama die.
Okay. 4, 4, 3. Okay. Cool. So that's a 18. Yeah. You kind of pull it up, and the flight log showed them going out into the system. It looks like it's part of like, and they were kind of part of a flotilla. It looked like it was this ship, another cargo ship, and 2 science ships. So and one of them being the ones you guys messed with. You pull the flight logs as that mission goes on, and it looks like the other cargo ship. It seems like it didn't come back with them, and then there's like logs of showing the other science ship being lost in the field. But it looks like they went out to another planet here in the system.
Yeah.
It is. That's what we're looking for.
How far is it from? Do we have any idea how far that planet would be from where we're at now?
Yeah, it would be another one of the planets called Progenitor. It's the biggest planet. It's a huge gas giant. I mean, freaking massive planet compared to this one. And it's about it's not that far from where you guys are. It's not much different than like going from Earth to Mars. It would take you maybe like a week to get there. I mean, you guys flew right past its elliptical, but it's a big planet. It's got 13 moonlets, 3 moons. It's a big sucker.
So there's the possibility that there's another colony on one of those moons or something around it.
The other cargo ship could be out there. They don't report any colonies, but they do. Right. They had a cargo ship go missing on the mission.
So we know the science ship went missing, but the cargo ship we could possibly contact
if it's out there. Yeah, like, if you knew where to look.
Out there, yeah. Right. Yeah.
But the science ship though, they do have reports, and it shows it basically burning up in the atmosphere of Progenitor during the mission.
So we can't salvage anything from that.
No, that one's toast. And it's a gas giant. It's like it like burned up in like Jupiter's atmosphere type situation. Yeah. It's done. You're not gonna find anything.
What a waste. Let's see. Dang. So they interacted with 2 ships that we don't know with, and another science ship which we don't know what they had on it. They went to Progenitor. We don't know what they got from it, or if they even like were able to like land it or like collect some sample from that thing.
You can try to pull the mission. You have to go find some more information about that mission, what it was. It looks like the mission was like it would take them a while to get out there, like a few weeks to get out there. They're doing kind of a slow burn. But it looks like the cargo ship's mission was to just go out there and help like the science team bring back whatever they asked them to bring back.
There it is.
Give me Waxer. Give me an intelligence check with an extra +3 on top of it because you're
+4. Okay, I got it. Oh, nice. All right. So that is 10, 18.
18. Okay. You're looking at the mission parameters, and one of the things is it looks like they were bringing they brought like some of like the materials on the ship here that were like some of the gear they brought was basically for like biocontaminant or quarantine, like stuff to bring to use for biological sampling and moving.
That's against union policy, man. We don't bring that shit on board.
That could be what's caused an outbreak of some kind of virus or bacteria or something.
So they brought some type of quarantine equipment, yeah? And somehow maybe somebody, I mean, we don't know where that individual, okay, here's a question. Can we figure out where the individual, like what their duty was on the ship? Because maybe that person was somebody in cargo bay who opened it or interacted with this thing, got exposed to it, or maybe it was a scientist who had to or engineer who had to turn it on or do something. Like, what was that person who they sent over from the science ship? What was their job?
It was that they sent someone from here to the science ship. What did they do?
Just curious. I'm just trying to figure out.
You pull the manifest. You pull that person's name in the crew manifest. Basically, it says that they're like a cargo handler, that specializes in using spider mechs and using loading gear and stuff like that. He's got a bunch of certifications. Looks like he's pretty good at what he does.
So maybe this person, that's how they became the first person to kind of get infected, right? Moving the cargo, maybe something broke, maybe some puncture.
Yeah, it's very plausible.
That's my best guess, yeah.
I think, can we try from where we're doing right now and see if one of you guys can find video from what happened in that med bay? Because I am very curious to see if there's any video footage of that somewhere.
All right. It'll take you a while to dig through for video footage of the med bay.
Okay.
It-
And
Alright.
even a cargo bay. I mean, if there's any incidences in the cargo bay,
It's a lot of footage to
There's a
go
lot of-
through and
yeah,
ask.
scrub
So
through.
I would let you guys spend like how long do you want to spend digging through this to find that information? And if you want to dig, do you want to have someone dig
Yeah.
while you guys go explore elsewhere, or how's that work?
right?
I mean, I really do
mean-
want to dig in to find out what happened in that room because that's a huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I'm
huge
super
clue.
curious. Yeah,
But-
I think so.
We could also. I mean, our next step after this is if we don't
Yeah.
find anything here, we got to go down to the planet.
Okay.
And so I mean, we're gonna have to
Right.
explore in here.
Or yeah, is there anything else on the thing we would need to look at, Exo? Like, right? Like if let's say gas, we seal it, we pressurize the door so she's good. She's good in there, looking for the footage. And if we were,
Right.
I mean, is there anything we need to collect, like the cores out? I mean, unless we're just looking for bodies, yeah.
Right now, I think we're kind of like on a search and
Yeah.
possibly rescue, but
I mean, there's a lot of crew quarters. The ship like crews about 30 people,
Ooh, that's
if
a
not 40. It's a
lot.
pretty big crew on the ship if it
Not a
was
s-
fully crewed.
is there like a live camera feed of the ship going on right now?
What part of the
Is
ship?
Like anywhere? Can I go through like and look through each section of the ship through a live
So
camera feed?
yeah, right now you can activate them. It looks like a lot of them are kind of in the standby mode, so they only activate if there's motion, but and none of them are really activated because there's no real motion.
Yeah.
But yeah, what parts? There's engineering. There is the machine shop. There's the cargo bay. There's the crew quarters, the galley, med bay,
Galley. Let's look at the galley and the crew quarters.
operations.
Mm.
Galley?
Yeah, like galley. Yeah, I think
Right.
galley would be a good one.
You pull the galley. The galley has a bunch of stuff floating in it. It looks like a mess in here. You can see there's some. It looks like there was a firefight in here as well.
I thought it was like in the same vicinity.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of like where all the crew would gather. Yeah.
And you can see that in there's like you don't see any gore in there or anything like that, but you can see that like you don't see any bodies in there. But yeah, you can see that it looks like it's pretty. There's been a fight in there for sure.
It's crazy to think like there was a firefight in here, so somebody shot something or somebody, and they died, but there's no evidence of that body being in here anywhere, or parts
not in
of
the bridge. But if you want to go
Right.
check like the crew quarters, you can, or you want to start looking around for it, or.
Yeah.
I think
Okay.
I think we need to start.
You do okay. So you start going through it all here, and you find there is a crew quarters like hallway, and you get what looks to be like maybe the first body you've seen in here. And it looks like there's like a body kind of floating around. It's just kind of in the middle of the place. It's wearing a flight suit. It is like you can see it doesn't have a helmet on though, but like it's and they're definitely dead. They're kind of floating around. Body looks like it's pretty intact. But you can see there's like, I mean, they look desiccated, like they've been dead for a while, at least from the distance.
No bullet holes visible from here.
It's hard to tell. It's not that good of a camera.
See, is it even worth going in and checking those out at this?
No.
I mean, we know
No.
we know it's nothing good is going to be there. Are we going to be able to find any information though that would lead us to a more direct answer? I guess, or is it just worth doing as much as we can on this computer up here,
right.
and then moving on to our next option?
So we found one dead Koyo floating around in the crew quarters. I mean,
Well,
and
there's a lot of crew
29
quarters.
other.
There's another. I would have you guys look at one side. There's a second crew quarter on the other side of the ship.
Yeah.
You guys don't, okay. The other
There's
one.
still a lot of
Yeah, it's a big ship. You kind of like look at the other crew quarter, pull up the camera feeds, and you can see that like, yeah, this one's a little more violent in the near where the crew quarters are. You can see that there's a body floating around. The body's been partially dismembered. Like it looks like there's like an arm missing or something like that at the elbow. But then there's also like another body. The one body that's been dismembered, you can see like where the like they have a flight suit on. They have like what you'd expect for the crew to wear. The other body is like, well, they're naked, like almost naked. Like they maybe have a little bit of clothes on, but they're just kind of floating there, and they don't seem like they do seem like they're covered in something, but you can't like it. It looks like it's hard to tell like what they look like.
Cocoon?
Huh.
No, I'm just kidding.
Cocoon.
I don't know if you want to go look at that up close, XO, but if we do, I suggest we bring, you know, blow torches and stuff.
You need a flamethrower?
Yeah, flamethrowers.
You didn't bring your flamethrower. I asked you if you want to bring anything.
Didn't.
You said I'm gonna bring riot armor.
and a spider mech and a gun. But yeah.
I assume you guys. I was through the pair. You have rifles, and then.
But you know, I mean, hey, the ship's inside this cargo ship, no?
No, your guys' ship is not inside the cargo ship. It's just outside of it. You guys didn't dock the whole thing. You could fit in there, but there's not enough room because the.
I don't want our ship anywhere near whatever disease going on in here.
Good idea, yeah. I mean, we got these shotguns and these other guns. I mean, should we go?
We might as well go explore. We got to figure out some kind of answers.
All right. So you take off. You guys want to leave Gaz in the bridge to.
Unless Gaz. Oh wait, she's digging for flight information.
I believe it was video footage. What I was. What?
The footage of the med bay.
The med bay footage.
Or any shootout at this point.
The med bay massacre. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's up to Gaz. Gaz, do you feel comfortable? Like, do you want to look through that, or do you want to come with us and count the carnage?
Yeah, I can look through it if you guys think that is a valuable thing for me to be doing. I'm not super hyped about being alone, but I'm not a total wuss. I'll radio in if something happens.
Immediately, if you see anything,
it's kind of up to you guys.
Okay.
If you think you're gonna need hacking abilities where you're going, then I should probably come with you.
You're in a position on the ship where you can hack into their system. Like, this isn't like you're in the cargo bay trying to hack out.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, being in the cargo bay trying to hack the ship is like trying to drive a car while you're locked in the trunk.
Then I'll stay.
Yeah, you could and you could also keep an eye on all the video feeds and tell us if something's coming up. Anything stirs. Or as soon as you figure out what happens on the video, please let us know.
Oh, will do.
Okay. All right. So the two of you kind of get back in, and do you want to take the spider mech, or do you want to go on foot? Or I will say that you can't wield the gun while you're wearing the spider mech. It just doesn't work.
Right. Okay. Going on the.
They leave the spider mech at the door, and you guys kind of. Do you want to hook it, or do you want to try to float down there?
I'm gonna float because it's more natural from this belt.
I'll follow his lead, and if I start screaming, please grab me.
All right. You guys.
Yeah, and I'm gonna park the spider mech in front of the door so nothing can get to Gaz either. You know what I mean? Without going
you
through
could.
that.
Yeah, you could have like the mech like grab the door and hold it. I mean, it'll just like lock in position.
Yeah.
Like parking a freaking it's like using a backhoe to like keep someone on the ground, or pin them or whatever, pin a door. I mean, you could do that. Okay, that's easy to do. All right, so it means that Gaz can't get out.
Oh wait, yeah. Then I'm just gonna put it near the door.
Yeah, you put it off the side. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So you guys head down and you guys come to the place here. It opens up and everything. Gaz, give me your first hacking test as you attempt to access these old files, or technology test, or that's good by me. What'd you get? What'd you get?
2 6s, a 1, and a 7.
Okay, plus 20. Okay.
One of the 6s is at the drama die.
You guys are killing it today. Nice. Okay. So
Blair is she's rolling. She's doing all the rolling and she's doing awesome.
I can't complain. I'm rolling 6s, but I'm rolling a lot of 1s too. So.
Blair, what's it feel like to be a winner?
Loving this.
Yeah, exactly.
To be a winner.
Because if it was me rolling,
I wouldn't know.
Yeah.
Let me know when you find out.
We've had. I don't know who. I think it was. Yeah, I think you were right. Okay. You guys kind of come up to this part of the cargo bay, and you kind of come to the hall, or not the cargo bay, the crew quarters, and it's basically like the ship's kind of divided in two. There's basically like a day shift and a night shift kind of situation, is what you're guessing. And one has like a whole galley, has its showers and gym, and the other one has the other side has the same thing. It's kind of a cool way to do a ship. It's not the best, but it's also not the worst. It's a decent way. You go in there, and you open it up, and the first place it opens up is to the galley. You come on in. This galley, this one, it's not as like the first one you looked at was like torn up. This one has some stuff displaced, but it's not that bad. Like, you don't see gunshots, you don't see stuff like torn up, but it's not in great shape. But there's a hallways leading off of it. There's a hallway to to the gym and the shower area behind the galley, and then off to the left and right are more of the crew quarters. Where you saw the bodies floating would be off to the right.
Let's go.
Yeah. Any heat signatures?
Doesn't work that way.
Yeah.
I still remember. I think it was our second game when we were playing with Lauren, and Lauren asked, "Can I scan for life forms?" I'm like, "Doesn't work that way through solid rock." Like,
I mean, it's so good that
you can tell it like the fusion reactor's on, but that's about it. All right, but yeah, you kind of come over, and up ahead you have the lights start popping on, and you can see that there is two bodies in this. One is the body that's dismembered. You're not sure where the arm is. The other one though is like the naked person. The naked person is beyond the guy in the flight suit.
I take my safety off my rifle and aiming it at the naked person.
You kind of keep it. You kind of keep on walk. Do you want to walk or do you want to float? I'd recommend walking if you're going to fire the gun.
Okay,
I'm walking for sure.
Yeah, we'll walk. Then.
These are not. These aren't advanced rifles that have like the compensation. They don't have the self-propelled bullets. Those are the you would want. But okay, so you guys start walking towards it, and as you do, you come to the body that's dead, and you can see that the doors all look like they're all closed. All the doors in here are closed. There's 6 of the crew quarters here. Every single one's closed on this side. But yeah, you do come to the body that's kind of floating around. What do you guys want to do?
Well,
not the naked guy, but like the guy that's clothed.
Maybe we should push this one to the naked guy. See if anything happens. So I always want to do that in a movie. You know, you're passive. You're like, why don't you just push that thing into that other thing? So if that thing moves, just blast the shit out of both.
I actually can't say no on that one. Let's do it.
What are you gonna push him with, Wax? Are you gonna push him with your hand? Are you gonna push him with a rifle? You got a stick, a wrench?
Yeah. Let's go. I'm like, do I want to touch it? Is there something? Yeah, I'm gonna take something else that's not my rifle, but the butt of the rifle.
Okay.
And now screw it. I'll just use the butt of the rifle.
Hey, do you want to do like a big hit? Do you want to nudge it, or how you want to do it?
I just want to nudge it enough where it'll give it enough momentum to hit
kind of
the
bump.
other.
Just kind of a nice little.
Yeah.
Okay. Very comfortable, a comfortable velocity.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Cruising
right
speed.
in the forehead. But
so you go up and you kind of go up, like you see his back and his head's intact. You kind of push him, and it kind of floats and kind of tilts around a little bit, and it goes up and hits the naked body, and the naked body kind of spins a little bit, and kind of like taps against the wall. I need the two of you to both make. You don't even know what I'm asking you. God damn it. Okay.
I don't know.
Make a scene test. Perception scene.
Okay, +1. Oh hell yeah! I get this decent.
Hell yeah.
13.
13. Okay.
And 15 for me.
Okay. Oh, 15 for you. Waxer, you notice that like the naked guy, when he kind of hits the side wall, like he doesn't really like bounce off the wall like you'd expect. He kind of like just kind of holds against it. It's really strange the way he doesn't like bounce off. You'd expect him to bounce, but he didn't bounce.
Yeah, I go extra like that. The naked one, he's sticky. It's sticky. You notice that? It's sticking.
I honestly can say I did not notice that.
I think
now we gotta get closer, I think.
Okay.
Yeah,
all
whatever's like around it, yeah.
All right. Gaz, make another hacking test. You're 6 of the way through it. You have to get to a 15 to find the footage.
Good lord.
You're gonna find it right when we're like getting close. It's gonna be so
5, 3,
4, 5, 3,
7.
12. Okay. What'd you get the drama die?
The 5.
Oh, the 5. Damn. Okay. You're cruising through.
nice.
Yeah, you're making better progress here. You're narrowing the footage. Like you're able to jump around footage here. You're starting to use some better filters to get through like the stuff here. You have learned that everyone on the ship seemed to get along. Like, I mean, you kind of get some old footage of galley people. It seems like everyone was happy here. There was a lot of excitement about this mission, and you do get some footage of people talking about like, yeah, we do get like a piece of equity if we do have this discovery. Like, we're all going to be rich, like beyond our wildest dreams if we do find this stuff. So it seems like everyone had a very positive attitude about this mission they were going on.
What is the mission though? What are they looking for?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, Waxer and Wyatt, you see the body doesn't really bounce off the wall. What do you guys want to do?
I guess I'm gonna slowly advance forward to see if I can I don't want to get too close to where I can touch me, but close enough to where I can see what maybe is on the body.
Yeah, I'm gonna swing out
the
a little bit.
The naked one or the clothed one?
The naked one that stuck to the wall.
Okay, so you kind of approach him carefully here, Wyatt, and you get a little close to him, and you have the light on him. The first thing you notice, so give me a scene test. See how good you can do on scene test. If you can pick up any kind of details.
You didn't notice he's naked.
He's naked.
Let's see, 8.
Hanging dong in space. The game.
14. Sorry.
What'd you get on the drama die?
5.
Okay. So you kind of approach him, and the first thing you notice is his color. He's really pale. In addition, you kind of see look at it. He does have some clothes on. It looks to be kind of like what you'd expect, like a hospital gown type situation, like what you see a patient in. And then you can see that he kind of seems a little more skeletal, like his face is kind of thin, like and everything. But when you kind of catch the back, and you can see that where he hit the side of the wall, you kind of see little pieces of ash coming off the back ends of him.
It's not great.
Nope, I don't want to be in here anymore.
Let's
go back with Claire. This is just fuck this, man.
Okay.
Seal this room.
Okay. So he's kind of doing that ash thing you saw on the other ship.
I don't know what in the hell could be causing this, but I do want to back up, and I'm we're not going to go any closer because I don't know what that is.
You get a little fear. Okay, you get a little fear.
Or to protect now, then.
What about you, Waxer? What about you? Are you scared or
Oh yeah. I mean, I watched him do that whole thing. I mean, I don't want to touch that thing. That's why I kicked the other body down there.
Does Gav have any ideas about this, or any kind of things you want them to do, or?
You're watching y'all are on your own.
Don't tell us to collect a sample.
Shit when you tell me to.
Yeah, this is like GLHF.
We need Myrtle here, man.
Myrtle will know what to do.
As soon as we get out this room, though, I want this, if Gaz can lock that door permanently.
Okay.
I think we found
all right.
Maybe the main patient.
Gaz, make another hacking check. See if you can get the data here.
All right.
And then.
All right. 4, 5, 6 plus 7.
Yeah,
5 on the drama die.
So you're rolling really well here.
Yeah,
and
nice.
that actually, no matter which one of those is the drama die, it succeeds. All right, so no, you have to get 4 more on the drama die. You're fine. So you get through you find the footage here, and you pull the footage. Do you want to watch it before? Or do you want to wait for them to come back, or do you want to watch it by yourself?
I mean, I might as well go ahead and watch it. I'll watch it with them when they get here, but I'm not doing anything anyway.
Warn us.
Okay, so here's what the footage shows. So you come back to the footage, and it shows around these. Basically, it shows people inside the medical bay. There's some guys wearing, they're wearing medical gowns and stuff like that. What you'd expect patients to do. They're on the tables. They have IVs on and everything. And you kind of forward through a little bit, and you can see the doctor comes in, talks to them. The guys seem to be talking back and forth somewhat, but they're not really vibrant. They feel kind of they let them run down, and you can see that they're giving them fluids and everything. The doctor comes over to one of them, and he goes to talk to one of them. One of them has an oxygen mask on, right? And the doctor talks to the guy, and then the guy doesn't really respond. And the doctor asks him something like that, and the guy kind of moves around a little bit. The doctor goes over and kind of pulls the mask, and as soon as he pulls the mask, the guy's arm reaches up and grabs the doctor by the throat and starts going pretty violent against the doctor.
Oof.
Wow.
That's not good.
You flash forward through a bit more footage of it, and as he does, as he's doing this, you can see that some of the other people the doctor gets hurt pretty bad. The guys cut him up with his fingernails, he's actually cut into the flesh of him. And you can see him the guy's kind of the patient seems off for a second, and all of a sudden the patient begins biting into the doctor around the neck area.
Oh, we got space zombies, y'all.
And as he does this, the other 2 patients in the room kind of they kind of wake up and see this, and they slowly lumber over, and all these guys start feeding on this doctor.
Oh God.
And you can see like alarms start going off here and everything. You can see that someone comes to the door, and these guys pull them in the door, and then you start hearing panic. And then basically, the 3 guys are locked in the room for a little bit, and like you can see there's like voices. They're trying to talk to these guys, but they won't stop. Like they keep on just like eating. Like it's weird. They're not like ripping them apart. Like they're more of like it looks like they're draining their blood.
Oh, okay. Vampire zombies. I stand corrected.
Vampires.
And eventually then like someone kind of comes through and the door rips open. You see the shit ton of gunshots go off. Oh, and the guys in the room also start like ransacking the room. And they get access to a blood, like they get access to some of the blood in like bags and start drinking the shit out of it.
Oh god.
And then when they kick, what happens is the room gets like open. You see like these guys at the door just like start shooting them up pretty bad. They do a pretty. They looks like they kill one of these things or whatever the hell is going on with this guy. Like they just shred him to bits. But the other guys seem to get through it and attack those guys and get loose in the ship.
Oof.
Well, that's so seeing anything? Guess. Just kidding.
You're kind of quiet up there.
I think she's but you're gonna want to see this for yourself.
Well, we saw a pic. I mean, what'd you see? What'd you see? Because we saw this one. Exo saw this thing.
We need that
I'm
room
not
locked.
sure how to word this, but it looks like some of these people were infected with what I can only describe as vampirism, and started like attacking the doctor, sucking his blood, drinking out of blood bags. Y'all are gonna want to get up here and see this.
Okay, heading back.
Oh.
Yeah, you didn't leave any drugs back there, did you?
Not the last time I checked.
You gotten
no.
into something.
It was all bath salt. No,
Did we see a dried up, desiccated person, right? Body or something at some point?
Yeah.
Right? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, you did. You found a guy in a suit that was desiccated. So,
I want to keep our rifles like definitely ready at all moments now.
Oh yeah, just like yeah.
Well, I guess after I see the video, I should say.
I want a hearing test from Wyatt and Waxer on their way out.
Or hearing.
Or touching. Actually, it could be touching.
If I have neither of those.
This is perception.
Okay, perception, right. Okay, +1. Oh.
Hey, don't do touching and tasting are awesome in this game.
Yeah, 12. I wish I had it 10.
10?
I got 12.
12? Okay. Did anyone want to spend a fortune?
I can.
Yeah,
right.
Wyatt.
Can you push to a 15 there, buddy?
So I need to go to the 2. Yeah, I can.
Are
do
you
that.
gonna gonna do touching or tasting? So, I don't know.
Tasting.
Yeah.
And then I need Claire. This is actually Claire, not Gaz. Claire, I need you to like roll a d6 for me.
Okay.
Oh,
just
churn.
Oh no!
What a perfect time.
Sorry, just one.
Just one d6 and tell me exactly what number you get.
Okay. Sorry, my sound keeps cutting out. 1 second. It's driving me nuts.
Let's see here.
Suspense.
All right,
It is a lot of suspense, man. It's gonna be bad, dude. It'll be so bad. Claire's gonna damn you all here.
He's been rolling good all
Okay,
night, so she'll probably roll the roll that we.
I got a 4 on the d6.
4. Okay. So you have a minor churn effect. Okay.
Okay, cool.
So
That's good.
Wyatt, as you're coming past, you hear like a little bit of like a noise coming from one of the crew quarters you're walking past, or you not hear, but you feel like a little tap, like along like something's in there. Something's moving in there, tapping on the door or something.
And we did Gaz give us kind of a rundown, right, of what she's seeing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sort of. She sounded panicked and scared.
I'm not going to say anything, and we're going to keep going to Gaz.
Okay.
But I'm going to mentally note exactly what room this is. But I'm not pushing my luck this time.
Okay.
No survivors.
So you don't.
It's harder to fight a disease.
So what do you want? What was the action? Then I'm sorry.
I'm just going to mentally keep an idea of where this is,
okay. Right.
and I'm going to keep going to Gaz.
All right, you guys keep on moving as you do.
I didn't
Gaz,
say anything to Waxer either. I left.
it's not. It's a hard. You guys make a beeline back to it. It's pretty easy. You come back over the bridge. Gaz has the footage showing there of his attack, and you can kind of see that like it doesn't. It looks like this was kind of where it started, and it looks like there's a lot more of the action occurred in the crew quarters. That's where a lot of the damage is.
You can just imagine what
time to get off the ship and we just blow it up. That's what I say.
Yeah,
I definitely think it's time to get off the ship.
It's the only way to be sure.
That's right.
As I always say.
Okay.
My vote is get off this ship, regroup, and see about going planet side, because if whatever is here is down there, there might be a
Did we check that? Did we check like the well log? Like if things were, I mean, we know that.
Yeah, there was like around the time they got back, there was a group that went down. They sent like a passenger cargo ship down.
And we lost communication with that.
Yeah, they lost communication. They didn't lose communication. It's more of it just stopped.
Okay.
And then like shortly after, like the communication going up was like these guys were asking for help. People on the surface weren't really saying anything. There wasn't a whole lot of communication going up the stream until then you start getting the weird stuff from the surface, which is like, hey, come on down. Like
you ran out of blood. They ran out of blood. You guys, yeah.
You know, it's a blood dry January. Come on. You know, like,
yeah, it's perfectly normal. What are you talking about?
I mean, I do like that. Yeah. I say, yeah. I mean, yeah, we get off the ship and we should see what happened down there.
Do you guys want to leave the ship then? Just get the hell out.
I would say gas.
What about that room? What about that room, Wyatt? Anything about that kind of? It's kind of buggy. It's kind of holding. There's someone in that room.
He's right.
All right, I'll mention it to you guys that whenever we were backing out, that I'm not 100%, but I think I felt almost like a tapping.
Is there a cam in that room? Cam to that room?
Gas,
can you find the feed?
You could try to hack into it, Gas. You want to hack into the room? The room does have it has screens and like you can talk to people, so like you could try to hack into that to see what's in the room. Go for it. Let's see if you can do this one. This is gonna be a hard hack.
Watch this is the one room she came in.
Right.
Oh.
Does 3 6s work?
Oh jeez.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no problem. So
oh my god. I'm just rolling like shit the entirety of the next game. As soon as we hit combat, I'm fucked.
Time to shine. So you go, you pull the camera feed and you can see the room. The room's like a little disheveled. Like there's like a blanket kind of floating around. There's like some tchotchkes, clothes, kind of stuff like that. But the one thing that's weird, aside from that, like I don't know, I need everybody here to make a seeing test to see. I'll see who sees it.
All right.
Who sees it?
Is that perception?
Perception, yeah.
Okay.
Plus for me.
Wait, do I have seeing?
No.
No.
12. 12 for me.
Okay.
I got 16.
Ooh.
Oh, nice.
That guy's eyes open.
Yeah. Look at Mr.
I'm like totally freaked out at this moment, anyways.
Yeah.
I got a 10.
10, okay. There's one. Okay, Claire finally fails a roll. Okay, so Wyatt, you're kind of looking there, and you look at like the door, and you see a body next to the door, and you swear the hand of it is like still knocking on the door, like very slowly.
Oh, I don't like that.
Okay, here's what I think. I say we're not going back in there because there's no oxygen. And we've been up here, this ship has been here for how long? There's no way in hell whatever that is good.
That room is pressurized.
What is pressurized?
Let's just take the pressure out and see what happens.
Do we have anything we can like send in through a vent or something to see, like camera-wise, to see what the hell's going on there?
Not really. You guys don't have drones that small.
We passed by the med bay, right? We did already, right? At one point?
Yeah.
Was there any blood bags left?
Oh, that place was wrecked, dude.
It was wrecked, yeah, okay.
Yeah, it was wrecked. There is another med bay, though.
Nah, just kidding. Like that. I mean, there's still no way that person would be alive. There's no food, there's no water, there's only, even if it is pressurized. And
I don't see
30 days. No.
It's been years since there's been any activity. I mean, we could just make a note of it for the transport people, and they can take care of it when we're done doing our side of the job.
Yeah, or lock all the doors and unlock his door, and then lead that person to the airlock.
That's also a choice.
Okay.
I really don't.
Probably.
I don't know. This is a hard decision. I don't know the real decision on this one.
I say boom booms. Gaz puts some boom booms, and we get out of here.
Yeah.
Pretend I didn't hear no knock. I didn't hear
I
a
don't
knock.
know, man.
I didn't hear no tap.
Say it after me. It was like that when I got here. Okay.
I mean, knowing what we know, I don't think it's smart to go in there. I just don't think it's wise. Even though...
But it might be what the people want. I'm just kidding.
That's true.
Okay. All right, so you guys are going to abandon the bridge? Bounce out? Or what's the plan here?
I feel the safest in the bridge at the moment.
The
Yeah.
bridge is pretty safe. I will say that. It does feel like one way. It was really like one way in, one way out, and it's fairly, like I said, it's fairly clean compared to the rest of the ship. It's not all just shoveled and crap everywhere. Everything's like stowed and secure.
I mean, I do think it's excellent. Maybe I say it's time to leave if we're going to leave.
Well, this is a democracy, so let's vote. I vote we just leave it. We get out of here.
Anyone second that?
I say nuke them and leave.
The hard question is, what do we tell Cap? Because they're not going to like this.
We tell Cap we found a bunch of sick people.
I don't know how I feel about nuking without investigating. I hate
I will say the ship you're on does not have any nuclear weapons, and you have minimal torpedoes.
I just meant
well, yeah,
gas.
Literal or figurative nuking.
Yeah, figurative.
I don't know how I feel about
Okay, here's
that.
another one. Can we take the data core or take the footage at least with us?
Yeah, you could rip the data core. You guys could cut the data core out. Yeah, you have the tools to do that. Wax, that won't take you too long.
Yeah, before whatever we do, let me take this so we at least have the information. We could show Cap, show whoever needs to know.
So you cut out this big old block, this data core says, and you can the spider mech it's 0G, thankfully, otherwise this thing would be a bitch to carry. But yeah, you cut it out and you can carry it back to the ship, no problem.
Now I say, yeah.
And I don't think we should go in there. I know it's not the right answer, but right now it is the right answer.
I hear the words you're saying, Scott, but I see something different in your eyes.
White is very tempted to go. Is very tempted.
Yeah.
Just
I'm tempted to go. Yeah.
Obligation. Okay, knowing what the captain would, what I think the captain would.
Gaz, you could open the door remotely if you wanted to. There is that option.
I mean, we could leave and not blow up the ship.
We could leave.
But we should set it on a course into something that makes it explode.
There's a sun. I mean, there's that.
Yeah, I mean, we could aim, and then I don't know.
Can we lock the door? That would, allow if there was something in there to get to where we are. But
you can lock off the galley. That's not a problem.
Yeah, I want to know if we'll lock off the galley and then
see if it eats.
Door and see what happens.
Let's see if this person eats for 30 days.
The hallway where the crew quarters are, you could set that up to repressurize. That room's actually in pretty good shape.
Okay, yeah.
You want to set it to repressurize? Okay, it'll take a little bit of time. So you guys, it's not really a big deal. You repressurize the hallway. Gaz, you're welcome to have that door opened up if you want to, and watch what happens in the hallway, or watch the footage. What do you want to do? Is that something you're game for, or that's an option?
Open.
I want to open it from a safe distance.
Well, you guys are on the bridge. You guys are up on the bridge. Okay.
Yeah, we're in the safest place possible right now.
Go ahead and you take some time to repressurize it. And as you repressurize it, you can see that the body that was against the wall, the one that didn't really move, that turned to ash, as the air starts blowing through the room, that thing starts to vaporize into ash.
Oh,
it starts flaking apart. The body slowly becomes less of a body, all the way down to even watching its bones. It's fucking Terminator 2 shit. It just turns to tissue
So yeah, weird. It must be. I feel like it's a stage of the infection.
But then the other, you open the door though after a while, and eventually, do you want to watch through the hallway you watch through both footages of the room and the hallway. As it does, you can kind of see it in like the room, kind of moving very slowly. But then in the hallway, you see the door open up, and you can see like the thing, like there's like a single arm kind of like slowly reaches like past like the door sill and pulls itself forward a little bit. And you see this like really pale like body slowly like pulling itself forward very slowly. It looks like it's partially clothed, so it's like wearing like a t-shirt, like kind of like what you'd wear under a flight suit. But it's slowly coming out, and you can see it's dragging itself around. It's like really slow though.
Male or female? Can I tell?
It's on its stomach, so it's really hard to tell, and it's also like not entirely like, it doesn't have really, the hair on it's kind of gone. And it's hard to tell its figure because like its skin is like super kind of like, I don't want to say desiccated, but it looks like it's desiccated. It's kind of partially desiccated.
Oh, cool. We got
just needs some blood, guys.
Weirdo floating around in here. All right.
Or the sole survivor.
You watch it like slowly start moving down the hallway towards the door you guys went through to leave the place. And it's very slowly going there. You can't see its face because the cameras are up above. Like you can't see its face.
Yeah, I'm definitely filming like with my little visor.
Oh, you guys get this feed, no problem. Yeah,
posterity. But
this is some weird shit.
Oh, I want to get closer. I definitely get my pistol out. Okay, like pistols out.
As you get a better look at it,
I'm gonna get a little bit closer. Just like, a little bit.
Well, you're like on
They're
the bridge. You guys are on the bridge.
A whole lot faster if they want to get me.
You're watching this on a screen. Like you guys are watching it from a screen. Like you're not even in the same room as it. Not even the same part of the ship. But it slowly kind of moves itself around, and you can see like its legs aren't lifting. This is to be moving its legs, and the other arm's dragging. So it's like really slow as it's moving here. But like it looks like desiccated.
There's no way that person is alive. No way. No food, just air, no water.
I mean, depends on your definition of alive, but yeah, I have to agree with you.
Or it's just like a stage of like whatever infected the other naked cocoon thing.
I don't want to be anywhere near whatever that is. I don't think it's smart to even.
No.
If it's human and then it's alive right now, that's.
But there's no way that thing could get to the door and like imprint its finger, like open that thing, right? I mean, I think we should just get out.
Who knows? It definitely doesn't look like it can stand.
Okay.
That's awesome. I want to find out more about it.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it can stand. And the controls on the door are like well above its head. It would have to like really try to stand up, like get up on its
cool.
Like in a sitting position at least to reach the door controls.
Yeah.
Let's not wait. Yeah, XO?
Let's leave. This ain't worth it.
You're done. Okay.
Yeah.
I think we've seen enough.
Yeah. I just think proto-molecule stuff, I don't want to risk the crew.
Yeah.
And that's the thing about it too, is like you've seen proto-molecule in the past and how it affects the human body. This is not like that. Like proto-molecule is like more like soup-like. This is not gooey at all. It's like the thing looks desiccated, it looks dry.
Ugh.
There's no way it's not worth preserving whatever life there's there. I just
are you trying to convince yourself or trying to convince everybody else? I can't tell.
Yeah.
both. It's honestly both. That's the dilemma he's in.
Okay. All right. So so you guys want to leave, or is that the action?
Yeah.
I will
Fine.
follow you guys what we do.
Oh. All right. You guys walk out the ship. You are walking. You do have to walk, or you do have to float or walk past the door where that part of the crew quarter is. Anything?
I'm definitely going to have to go look through the window, I guess. Is there a window?
No, there's a window into the galley, but not into the hallway where you have them pressurized.
See if you want some food. Just kidding.
I wonder if we can communicate with it through the wall.
Mm-hmm. Probably.
Like if it's crawling, it's got to be able to feel vibrations, I would assume.
I mean, maybe that's how it knew to tap when you walked by, Exo. I mean, I didn't hear no tap, but I'm just saying when you walked by.
That's true.
Yeah.
I'd like to get close to the door and like tap the ground and
Okay.
see if anything comes back.
You go up to it and you kind of like, what do you want to bang on the ground with, like your rifle or your foot, stomp, or
Probably like the. Do I have like a little hammer?
they got a little toolkit.
Is there some type of space Morse code we would all be familiar with?
Yeah, it's called Morse code, dude.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
Thanks.
Yeah. I figure I'm glad to know it's still still out there.
Is there space
I will
Morse
send
code?
a
You mean
quick Morse code.
Is there like a refreshing beverage I can drink in space? You mean water? Like, it's like goddamn like
Aqua.
All right, but yeah, you go up and you tap on the ground. You give me a touching test, Wyatt, as you attempt to listen for it, try to feel for it.
You're gonna make
you
a
hold your
friend.
hand against the wall, or against the.
9.
Yeah. No, you lift up. Yeah, you were like.
I got 9 total.
Okay. Yeah, you don't feel shit back. You also know that the thing wasn't moving. The thing wasn't moving very fast, so it's like it would have to hit pretty hard. Yeah.
Probably
You know what?
dead.
If it ain't got the power, it's not real. It's just all in our head.
All right. So does it leave?
Yeah, I just don't see a benefit of.
I mean, unless Gaz
risking
wants
the
to
crew.
say hi to it before we.
I want to get a tissue sample, man, or something. Like, I want to know what's
option?
going on.
It's an
Oh
option.
no, it's not. No, it's not. It's gonna. No tissue.
Yeah, Claire, do
We saw.
not let them tell you how to play this game.
It's true. It's true.
But
Gaz, if you
remember,
want to
we
do
did
it,
see that these things were shot at and still managed to take out a bunch of
oh
people.
yeah, you're right. Yeah,
I'm in
yeah.
armor. I've got
You do
a
have right armor on.
gun
You
and
have
a
a pistol.
taser.
This is true.
And
Unless we go back for the flamethrower, then come back.
Ugh.
Do you have the? No, that wouldn't do anything.
But hey,
In the spider mech, man, we should. I don't know what to do. I hate this.
All right.
I mean,
okay.
yeah.
Can I get close? Is there anything I can like poke it with from a distance?
oh, it's in a different. It's in a sealed.
Well,
see
yeah,
what's up.
you can grab something. Okay, so I will say I'm gonna roll a die and see if you have it or not. High, you have it. Low, you don't. Okay, you have it. You have a science stick.
sorry, you just cut out. What?
Oh, you have a science stick. So a science stick is this thing where basically you can do
Daggone
science
it.
with it, and so it's
I'm so sorry. I'm having technical
it's okay.
difficulties, so I can
Um,
disconnect again. Sorry.
So,
What were you saying?
so basically, you have what we call a science stick, which is basically you can poke something and get a sample of it.
Awesome.
It has a little
Perfect.
grabber thing, and it can also like jolt. It's not like a cattle prod, but it can jolt something. It can do basic science
Yeah.
stuff. It's science on a stick. It's what we invented for
Yeah.
Expanse.
Can I poke it with a science stick?
Yeah. So you open up, you go and you.
I'm talking like pistol in one
yeah,
hand,
you see the pistol
science
in
stick
one
in
hand,
the
science
other.
stick in the
I'm
other.
ready to
I'll
react
definitely
if
be
this
right
thing
beside
tries
you.
anything.
So you open up the galley, and the galley opens up. It's depressurized. There's no air in here, and you can see off to the right is the hallway where that thing is, and it has
Okay.
a door sealed up. As soon as you blow the door, though, it will depressurize.
Okay.
Like the air will blow out of the room. So,
Okay.
what do you? And there's a good chance things will fly out of that hallway as well when it depressurizes, including the other corpses.
Okay. But the corpses are corpses. They're not moving. We only got one that's
Not yet.
animated.
Yeah, there's only one moving. Yeah, there's only one known mover.
Okay.
No known moving. You hear what he said?
Known
There's only
mover.
one known
I heard
mover.
that.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm
Subtle.
definitely gonna like mag boot position
mag boot?
myself in a way so that I'm not the first thing that
Do you want?
stuff flying out of there is gonna hit.
Do you want to have one of the other two like try to open the door? Like they can push the button for you, and then you can stick it with the stick real quick. Or
That would be
Okay.
ideal.
Who's gonna open which one of them do you want to ask to open the door for you?
I am in the spider mech at this point.
I was gonna
Not in the
say
galley. It won't
I
open the
probably
galley, yeah.
Waxer.
Waxer, I say you use your union card to open that door,
All
and I
right.
will have my gun ready
Okay.
for any
Yep.
odd.
Okay.
I got
Whatever
a
that
science
is,
stick in
whatever
one
that
hand
is
and a
was
gun in
not
the
in
other.
the-
Let's do this.
All right.
Yeah.
So Waxer,
Union or not?
You have your rifle
Shoot.
in one hand. You go to push the button.
Yeah.
Gaz, you have the stick ready, and then Wyatt, you have your rifle pointed at the thing. You go and push the button. It comes up and asks you like for clarification because it does say there's differential pressure. Do you want to confirm, Waxer?
Yeah.
Okay, you confirm.
Yes.
As you open it up, the thing kind of like it kind of like comes like pushing out of the room here. I need Gaz to make an acrobatics check.
Oh God!
Dexterity acrobatics.
Good lord. Okay, what is that?
Just dexterity, yeah, dexterity.
Oh, dexterity. Okay, sorry. So that doesn't make a difference.
That's a few check.
6, 5, 4.
Okay.
And a 3.
All right, that's pretty good. So you manage to step out of the way as the thing kind of like, as this body kind of like slides across like the floor and kind of as the depressurization goes, and it goes and it slams into one of the like the tables in the room, right off to your side. You do get an opportunity to make it with the science stick. Roll a melee attack, so this will be fighting. Just roll the dice and add your fighting to it. To see if you can stick it.
I mean, hold on.
God, that thing's got to be slamming into a table.
Hold up.
Dead.
What am I?
It's one of your abilities, like dexterity, strength, but it's called fighting. I think it's the.
It's right after dex.
Oh, I'm blind. Okay, yeah, it's a 2. Okay. So just a regular 3 die roll with fighting.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry.
As you try to poke at the science stick.
Waxer. 6, 3
okay,
plus 2.
So you do manage to stick it, and you get a sample out of it. You now have a sample of the whatever the hell it is. So write down that you have a sample.
Okay.
As you're standing there, though, Waxer, you see that like a bunch of that ash starts coming into the room with you guys, as does the one body in the suit, and the pressurization pushes it out.
Okay, so I immediately. What dissolved the ash last time was that when we pressurized
just hitting the wall, and then what happens when the air started flowing into the room, it just kind of like it's like blowing on like a pile of ash.
Yeah.
Like if you have a burnt piece of wood, and you start blowing on it, it'll just flicker off.
And it's already floated into the room where
the ash starts floating in the room. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna say we gotta get out of here, and I'm gonna.
Yeah, you just run for it.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit the whatever. Yeah, I'm gonna bail. Like we gotta go.
Wyatt, you see that Gaz gets a sample, and you can tell that Gaz is happy with her science stick sample. What do you want to do? This thing looks like it's starting to reorient itself. It's trying to like grab onto the side of the table and shit.
How far am I from Gaz?
I mean, you're probably like 1 meter, 2 meters. You're right next to her.
I'll just like run up there and grab and
start pulling Gaz back.
All right, so you start grabbing Gaz.
I heard what Waxer said, so I'm just
grabbing. You go up and you grab Gaz, and you guys start hauling off into the hallway here. Do you want to seal the door on the way out, or?
Oh yeah,
close the galley door,
guys. Yeah.
And you guys don't look back.
I like Gaz took a sample, then was going to shoot it in the head.
I mean,
I thought Wyatt was going to tune it up.
I'm just going to let it be because I don't know what it is.
All right.
I may want to come back and check this out at a later time. To be completely honest.
But yeah, what was strange though was it seemed to still be moving even in vacuum.
That's what I was worried about.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. All right,
screw that thing.
You guys head out, and you make it back to the what's his name? Coverdale. The Coverdale.
That's it.
Yeah. You make it back, and you guys make it back to the Coverdale. You go through decontamination. You have the data core. It's strapped to the spider mech. You guys just beeline it and make it back, and can give Captain the full report next time.
Nice. Sounds good. And run that sample.
That sample. Get an idea of it.
Okay. That was a good. I mean, that was very brave of Gaz because I definitely
brave of Gaz.
Hey, I had to. You can't tell me there's a desiccated zombie that's not got the protomolecule in it running around and just to have me walk off the ship. I gotta get a sample.
Almost breathing that ash.
All right. Hey everyone, thanks for hanging out. A lot of new people here today too.
Nice.
Yeah, thank you so much.
We really
that was a good one too.
That was a good one for you, Mike.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was. I love that kind of adventure. Yeah.
Yeah, you like. What about you, Scott? You're the horror man here.
Oh, I absolutely enjoyed it, and I still don't know what the hell's going on, so that's what makes it even better.
Guys throwing around the V word, throwing around the Z word. Yeah, it's all good.
It's vampires.
It's weird. It's weird stuff, man. Weird stuff in space. Claire, you had fun?
I had an excellent time.
Oh my gosh, she hacked the shit out of that ship.
Yeah.
Creepy. I love when sci-fi and horror or psychological thrillers combine. So this is right up my alley. Very alien-y, and I'm all about it.
Yeah, and that's one fun part of the Expanse. And doing the horror elements of the Expanse are fun to do, but and I think that what makes the horror in the Expanse so good is that it's not frequent. There's major like gaps of it, and then when it does, it's like, oh yeah, I forgot.
Right? Yeah.
Stuff's bad.
I'm like, yay!
Well, everyone, hey, listen, thank you for hanging out with us tonight. If you want to find us, you can go find everything for us there through our link tree. That's a great place to find our social media, our other past episodes, merchandise, etc., etc. If you want to support us, you can check out our Ko-fi and our Patreon. That helps keep the show going. Find resources and everything like that. Like these wonderful backgrounds that we have. And last but not least, though, we want to wish a speedy recovery to our good friend Claire here. There is Claire's GoFundMe recovery fund, trying to make sure she can tide over during her recovery, as well as her Amazon wish list to get some materials that will help her in that recovery as well. So
yeah, thank you guys so much. I obviously won't be here next week. I'm not sure exactly when I will be back. Hopefully it will be our very next session after that, but I'm sure things will be fine. But if things get a little more complicated, you might not see me until a little later in April, but hopefully you guys will see me at the first April session that we do.
Yeah, that'll be April 9th, so we got a little bit of time. Yeah. But yeah, we wish you a speedy recovery, and thank you for hanging out tonight, and thank you for rolling obscenely tonight.
Don't thank us, because when we hit combat, it's gonna be 3 1s. Like,
yeah, it's
not
always combat. So but yeah, that's good stuff. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much, everyone, for hanging out with us tonight. A lot of you viewers, we appreciate you guys. All your subs and everything's always great. You all have a really good night. I'm gonna go pick someone to raid after this, so stick around for that. But everyone, thank you so much for hanging out, and we will be back next week with more Abraxas Precipice, and we're gonna see and most importantly, we're gonna see what the cat has to say.
Yeah. Well, I will see you guys April 9th. Thank you for all the support.
Take it easy, everyone. Good night.
Night.